I feel that gang stalking was restructuring my perceptions. Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Anonymous, and in this channel, we talk about gang stalking, perception, and also my experiences with gang stalking. I am still trying to find a posting schedule because I had no idea that editing videos took so long. I am going to be editing the older videos, and I am going to be uploading my normal videos, like the one video like this one. That way, for those of you that are used to hearing me talk like this, not scripted, I won't let you down. Well, in today's topic, I want to talk to you about everything that gang stalkers do is meant to keep you thinking, to keep you wondering, why is this happening? Why is this person doing that? That's why gang stalkers do things that appear like one way, but are actually another. You can have two perceptions, and it is you who perceives what it is that is happening around you one way or another. I had no idea that that was the entire thing of it. I had no idea that that was the entire premise of it. To do things that make no sense. Well, I already did, but I did not know how to deal with them because my mind was so busy with the narrative. The last narrative, this is what it felt like. A customer came in, right? And a customer made me mad. And when I got angry, all my coworkers just banged. So I felt like they were like kind of recording my emotions, and that bangs would actually like play them out. Because everyone, whenever I would have a customer, the customer was like normal, not a gang stalker. My coworkers would begin to do the bangs whenever there was like a code word, like bottle. It felt like if they were making the banging sounds whenever I was supposed to be upset, whenever that was supposed to be mad. So I felt that like the sounds that they would make kind of saved, were kind of like I was trained to feel anger when they did that sound. And I'm saying this because whenever they would do that, I would just feel like my throat just being pulled. Like the time where I was imagining, like where I was feeling good about myself, where my mind was somewhere else. Whenever they would bang, I would still feel it in my body. Which is why I was so sure that that was the case. However, I only felt like that because I believed it. I feel that gang stalking was restructuring my perceptions. Whenever gang stalkers get you going, I noticed that I felt the pull in my throat. But the pull in my throat was like continuous. And it was every time I was looking at something. So every time that I would look at something and I would feel the pull in my throat, the perception of whatever I was looking at would change. For example, whenever I would see a high mileage thing on it, I would feel like, you're a whore, Anonymous, Whenever I would see a bottle, and like a water bottle, and then I would feel a pull in my throat, I would feel that I would the image of when I was harassed, when I was in the toilet at the gym, cleaning up my ass, it came up. So like every time I felt that pull in my throat, and every time I paid attention to anything, that was when the perception of things happened. It felt like it was logical to feel like my perceptions were being changed of everything, because I would be looking at things and then I would just perceive everything in a negative manner, like the headlights. So like I feel that they put you in like in a state of hysteria, and then when that happens, you just feel like a pull on your throat that is continuous. And when that happens, you perceive everything as dangerous or as antagonistic. Now, whenever they have me going at work, the pulling on my throat is continuous. So I keep perceiving the hand movements, the eye movements. I perceive everything in front of me as being antagonistic. And and once that's on, it's on for like the entire shift. It's really really hard to explain. Like right now, I have actually been fighting it the whole day because it is this thing that this energy thing that like feels like it wants to cover my head, and when it does, the voices start, and then I start seeing hallucinations, and then my car starts swinging. It's weird, and I know it's coming from my own mind, but it's like I do not know how to see it because like when I feel it that it goes, it's like I'm normal, right? And I feel fine, like I just was. But then it starts coming over my head. And when it starts coming over my head, I start feeling like my throat getting tight. Like right now I'm actually fighting it. And when it starts covering my face, I feel that like my consciousness moves back. And then I start perceiving things as antagonistic. Like for some reason, my mind is doing this to me. And I have realized that what I can do when I see anything that reminds me of gang stalking, I feel like a thought of gang stalking comes into my head. I immediately interpret things as being part of gang stalking. Like I have non-stop gang stalking thoughts. When I hear a loud bang, or when I see someone do that, or like that person that was just here, it was one person that was like dancing on this window, and then he was dancing on this other one. So, and it's incredibly hard to like not be thinking of gang stalking when all these crazy things are happening. Like I think that he was just like watching or something, or I don't know. I have no idea. Like when this thing comes over my head, like my energy comes down, and then like right now I'm starting to feel something on my throat, and I'm not sure if it's actually like my car moving because of the thing that I feel, or if it's because I'm talking. Like it's right now it's me, but when that thing takes over, your senses are easy to manipulate. When I have to believe that there might be someone behind my car, I feel that like my car is swaying, and if I'm feeling that sensation, right, that like my car is swaying, and I see and someone is like walking by, in my mind immediately starts assuming, oh, that person was swaying my car. If I see like someone standing there, my mind will literally create a voice of them being a gang stalker and like calling me crazy or some shit like that. But the thing is not coming from that person. However, when I'm back in my five senses, everything goes away. Everything goes away. Like there's no voices, nothing. So somehow my mind has been turned against me. And this is, anyway, coming from that, the one thing that has kept me out of that mental state is literally stopping the thought that is coming, oh, that's a gang stalker. Or when I see the hand movement, that's like that person is swaying her foot to show me that they're a gang stalker. Like those thoughts, I keep having. People will come walking around with like water bottles. It pulls me back into like that memory or thought, and some words like what the fuck or bottle, like my mind becomes really sensitive to the outside. When that happens, that's when the voice start happening. Like right now, I have actually not heard any voices the entire day. I have, except when I went to the gym, but I have been doing my best to keep it away. But it keeps trying to come back, and I'm not sure what it is. But one thing that I have discovered is that I have to maintain my train of thought as uninterrupted as possible. Because I remember that was the first thing that I felt, the first thing that I noticed, that my train of thought was continuously interrupted by the swaying of my car, by hand movements. Whenever I would be training to do Olympic lifts, The people there would like trying to make me fail by like swinging their arms right at the point where I was, right at the moment where I was, doing like the landing phase or whatever phase of the move. Like right now, it's like I'm literally hearing, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. I wasn't, but like I feel the thing coming over my head now. And I know it's my mind. However, it is just so perplexing, And I guess that I have been like that for like many years. So like having my perceptions twisted, and I have been connected longer than not in the past few years, which says that other perspective, my other perspective of reality, the one that has been imposed by the gang stalking narrative, is really strong. And for me to overcome that, I have to be in this state of mind longer than the other. It's gonna be incredibly hard because at work, my coworkers are purposely pushing me to be in that state of mind. Like whenever I wake up, they start banging things and they go like they're trying to get me into that state of mind. Lately, I have been able to like disconnect from the sounds and whatever. Like they're actually background noises again. That actually is incredibly hard to do. I'm not gonna do anything here in San Diego, like online, nothing, zero. Nothing with anyone, talk, San Diego, no. That's done. That way I can focus on this, and that way I can focus on my mom, and that way I can focus on my work. That's it. I'm done with Grindr, I'm done with all of that. I know I've said that a lot. I go on little binges of it, so like, I'm done with it. Primary reason that I'm doing that is because whenever I go online, the thoughts of gang stalking come up. And online gets me connected so much faster. Everything that entails that perception away from my mind for long enough so that it loses its power, so that it loses its strength. The reason that I have been disconnected most of the day, but it has been wanting to come back like here and there. And it's this thing that is literally fighting me. So I am trying to literally just have to get rid of anything that produces that perception, that strengthens it for long enough so that I am able to be here longer. The crux of this video is that the only way to actually stop gang stalking is by stopping any narrative that has to do with gang stalking. Anything that has to do with gang stalking, any voices, any people following you, any suspicions like that, you just have to cut off. Anything that imposes that perception on you, you have to just cut it off. When you see someone and you naturally have the thought of, oh, that person is a gang stalker, you just have to like cut it off your mind. Like you have to be able to stop that thought from actually coming up and actually thinking it. Like you're gonna feel it, you're gonna see it, but you have to disconnect from the sounds. You have to disconnect from the voices. If you're hearing voices, you're connected. If you're feeling sensations, you're connected. If you're having suspicions that you're getting followed, you are connected. That's it. If you are convinced that everyone is a gang stalker, you're connected. And that's it. Some people are just freaking annoying, And that's what gang stalkers do. So it's like the fact that when someone is annoying, I literally think to myself, oh, that's a gang stalker because he's being annoying. But no, there's just annoying people everywhere. And that's what's so messed up, is that it is incredibly hard to bring my perceptions back to normal. So I'm already like set up in stone that until my consciousness is able to stay here in where my consciousness is actually the primary focus of my life and not anything that has to do with gang stalking, only then I will put myself out there in any other way, shape, or form. But right now, I just have to stay away from anyone and anything that can actually influence my mind to go that other way. That's all for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys on my next video. Bye. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Just know that this channel's purpose is to pretty much put out there the truth of gang stalking, and that way People can see what type of crazy things can happen to someone's mind. It takes away at you working on improving yourself, at chasing your dreams down. It stops you from moving forward in life. I have literally only been listening to like motivational stuff, and I have been focused on my YouTube channel because I want to improve my videos. So I realized that as long as I'm focused on something that is productive and that I'm focused on bettering myself, um, I'm gonna think less of gang stalking and I'm gonna be less susceptible to it. The fact that I have been working on clearing up my minds from memories and thoughts and bad experiences from gang stalking, and I have been thinking about fun things and improving myself, has actually made my state of connection kind of pleasant. And well, I want to talk to you about that on my next video. But let's say that my state of connection, I can actually be happy while that's actually happening, for the most part. Anyways, well, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later.